just a quick video. Gasket is wrong in here. Countertop is broken. That'll have to be replaced. Water line's not strapped. Toilet's installed, but who knows if they use the right wax ring underneath or if it won't leak. The bathroom, the tub, the gasket is wrong. It's missing a screw. Looks to be protruding out. Drain itself looks original, so that might also leak. The kitchen, there's no valve at the refrigerator line. Who knows if it's even connected? Can't see through the wall. That'll need to be added a valve. Dishwasher line needs to be properly secured to the bottom of the cabinet. The cold water domestic line needs to have a T added to it to service the faucet. The drainage is incorrect. The drainage has a sideways T. It needs to be piped differently. That'll need to be changed out. The domestic water for the home was cut out. That is why they do not want water turned on. If you were to turn it on, it'd come straight out of that pipe. It's not connected to the rest of the house. The old water main valve seems to be leaking. It needs to be changed out. Also, there needs to be a pressure regulator connected to it. In order to connect this water to the rest of the house, it seems like the only path is to cut through the ceiling, go into that closet underneath the stairs, and travel all the way to this pipe. For some reason, the plumber decided to have red PEX instead of blue PEX, but that seems to be the water main. If you follow it all the way to inside this closet, it turns into blue PEX, comes down, goes into this blue manifold, and then also connects to the Navien water heater. Most of the connections in here are unfinished and need to be completed. Unfortunately, there's a lot of mixture in different types of PEX. This red PEX is called Wurzbo PEX. It's supposed to be installed with expansion rings, not crimp rings. In this case, the plumber used only crimp rings on everything. I would fully recommend to repipe these manifolds. Also, with how many water connections there are, it seems like there is more water connections than there are fixtures in the home. This Navien water heater will always produce condensate, which means it'll constantly drip out of that PVC tube right here. And it's gonna just drip on the ground. That needs to be connected to the condensate line that services this furnace. And it looks like it will always be dripping into this floor drain. So that pipe needs to be extended into the floor drain. The intake is not piped on this machine. That'll also need to be piped. The exhaust is piped, but it's piped incorrectly. Right here, it changes direction, goes underneath the beam, then goes out. That means that there will always be condensate trapped in this 90, and eventually that Navien will turn off. The direction of vent needs to go directly to the machine. That way any condensate produced in the exhaust will drip out. In this case, it'll just get trapped. The drainage in this room is incorrect. There's a fern coat connected to the ground pipe. There's an open pipe here, most likely for the lav vanity drain. That fitting is wrong. It's piped incorrectly. There's tape on this fitting, presumably from a leak. The glue is wrong on this PVC. That orange is not PVC glue, it's CPVC glue. There's no P-trap at the washer box, which means that when you start using the system, you'll get sewer gas coming out of it. There's no vent for the dryer. There's no dryer duct vent. There's no penetration. There's no area for it to go out. The toilet flange is too high. There's no vanity sink, plumbing, water, or anything ran to it. This shower, now that it's been fully tiled, we don't know if there is a shower membrane underneath it, so we don't know if it'll leak when everything is finished. Looks like the tub upstairs, instead of fixing whatever leak was going on the copper pipe, they decided to put caulking all over it. Most likely that'll need to be cut out. The copper is in pretty rough shape for the water. I would recommend replacing that as well.